Hello everyone, welcome back to Hunting Simulator 2. In this video, we're going to be going over the most efficient way to hunt in the Bandera region to where you're going to be coming away with the most amount of credits. So the Bandera region can be a pretty difficult region to hunt. It's just a bunch of high plateaus with all these valleys that are just covered in brush. And it can be pretty hard to find animals sometimes. So the first thing you gotta know about the Bandera region is this region is where wind is of uttermost importance. If you hunt in the same direction of the wind, you're going to spend hours out here without seeing a single animal. You need to make sure that you know which way the wind is blowing. So do not go by wind powder. This region, all you need to do is when you spawn in at the cabin, walk over to the fence and look off the edge, and you should be able to see dust blowing off there. And from that, you should be able to determine how the wind is blowing. Do not go spend 5,000 credits on wind powder. This method is trying to show you the way you can save your credits and earn most efficiently. So just look off the high plateaus and stuff where the dust is blowing to determine the wind direction and just save your money. So the most profitable animals in the Bandera region are bison, cougar, elk, white-tailed deer, and pronghorn and bighorn sheep can be depending on how many you're seeing when you go out. It's going to be different each time. But bison are going to be your biggest source of money if you are lucky enough to come across one. They're pretty rare to see and require a pretty good shot to bring down. You're very rarely going to bring them down in one shot, so if you do see a bison, just be prepared to take a shot, make it count, and be prepared to go tracking. Now, the Bandera region, when you first load into it, you need to make up your mind on where you're going to hunt. If you split the region right through the middle horizontally, you can either hunt the northern region, which is a bunch of high plateaus and stuff, or you can hunt the southern region, which is just one long valley. Now, the southern region is best for white-tailed deer and elk, while the northern region you can get a lot more pronghorn, bighorn sheep, stuff like that. So either one's fine. There's not really a set spawn-in location. Either one, you're guaranteed to see a variety of animals. You just need to pick one. So once you pick one, you're going to want to make sure that you are not roaming around in the brush in the low valleys. If you are doing this, you're making a mistake. If you're down in the low brush in the valleys looking for animals, you're just not going to be doing this the most efficient way. If you're down in the brush, you're just going to be scaring them off, making noise, and you're just going to make things harder on yourself. Doesn't matter which part of this region you choose to hunt in, make sure you are staying up on the high plateaus, and then once you see an animal, then move down into the brush and try to go get the animal. Now, for your loadout here, I recommend the Model 94. It's good for bison. And I would take either a shotgun for if you're going after like cottontail rabbits or something, or if you're looking for more on the side of cougars, coyotes, bobcats, those smaller game animals, definitely go with one of the low caliber modern sporting rifles. So as long as you're staying up on the cliff side, you're going to be able to increase your chances of seeing animals. So when you look out and you see an animal, you can either do, well, you do two of the following things. One, you can either move down into the brush in the lower valley and try your best to kind of creep up on it. Or the best thing you can do is, if it's down below in the valley, stay up high, see if you can't get within about 150 yards of it, and then use an animal call to kind of lure it towards you. So if you can change their direction that they're walking and kind of lure them in towards you, you're going to pretty much increase your chances of getting off the best shot possible. Get it, go right through the heart and just down your animal right away. So I highly recommend that when you're out in the Bandera region, you take a elk collar and a predator collar. And if you have any other collars that you like, by all means, to your backpack, do what you want. But the two main ones that you need to have on you are an elk call and a predator caller. So as long as you take those two callers out with you, you'll be able to lure in most of the high profit animals to you, and by doing so, you're going to increase your chances of actually harvesting the animal, and by doing that, you're increasing the amount of credits you are pulling in from this region. What you need to do is also make sure that you have all of the camps unlocked, so you can fast travel anywhere around the map depending on where the wind is blowing. So just, go out of your cabin, see which way the wind's blowing, and then based off of that info, go to a camp that's kind of, in a corner or something, and kind of make sure you're working against the wind so animals will not smell you. But as long as you're staying up high and not roaming around in the brush down below, you're going to be able to get yourself a ton of animals, and you're going to be seeing that you're going to be making a lot more profit when you're hunting this region. So don't waste your time down in the brush down below. Stay up high. Use high caliber rifles for those larger animals, and you should be seeing your credits skyrocket. So that's about all it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for this channel for more Hunting Simulator 2 content.